Here we are, and it's Friday, which means it's time for a little Finished Object Friday and a brief review. Now, because I didn't do a Monday intentions and I didn't do a check-in on Wednesday, really, we're not going to be doing much in the way for the Friday review because there's nothing to review. Yeah, so there's that. I am trying to get back onto my schedule. I'm trying to make sure that I show up here and that I keep to the schedule and get as much stuff done as ahead of time as possible, but it's not so much working. And it's been a long week, so yeah, and I'm really tired. So there's that. That being said, I do have a little finished object for you today. So I actually finished this weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I have been idly kind of working on it and working on some other things related to it. And so I have been meaning to share it with you and just hadn't got around to it. Okay. And yeah, that's kind of what happens. So without further ado, we have the Marigold. So Marigold, it is a tatted motif. This is done with a shuttle. Now, it being done with a shuttle or being done with a needle really wouldn't be much different. The needle would be a little looser, whereas the shuttle is a stiffer, tighter kind of weave with the stitches. But other than that, that's it. Now, this is made out of, gosh, what is it? I think it is, yeah, this is made out of sport yarn. Sport? That's right, yes. No, it's DK yarn. There you go. I always get confused which comes first, sport or DK. Anyway, so this is sport yarn. DK. DK, which is the size right under worsted. Worsted is what most of the yarn that you find in a craft store is going to be. So this gives you an idea of what the size would be with this versus doing it in thread or something just thinner than this. But most motifs that are tattered are meant to be done with tatting thread. This can be anything from things about as fine as sewing thread almost to like a size 3 thread, which is not quite the size of embroidery floss, but it's getting there. So I really like it. I've been using it basically as a coaster because that's kind of what it looks like. I have a rubber kind of plastic coaster thing that sits on top. I really like how it turned out. I'm glad that I took the time to do the 2 colors. The interesting thing about this design is you do the outside ring and then the inside ring. And usually when you tat, you do the inside and you work out. I don't know why this was constructed in this particular way. I feel like there's possibly a reason. I don't know what it is. This is from the book New Tatting, which I will link below. And other than the weirdness of working it outside in, I really do like this. And I've been making a bunch of them, and I've been using this motif for something else. In fact, I will put a picture of it worked in thread in the pictures below so you can see it. And yeah, I think that's it. That's it. That's it. So, I don't really have much more to say about it. I really do like the motif. I like there's another one that I like better. It's like a 6-petal flower, and it's worked in the conventional way where you work outwards in. It's only one kind of layer or a repetition. It's all done like at the same time. But if there was more pieces to be done, they would be added onto the outside, which I personally like. So that's it. Now, if you want to see pictures of the Marigold, the comparison to the other ones that I'm doing, as well as, that's it, yeah. If you want to see pictures, then you need to scroll to the post below. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that link at the top and it'll send you over to Patreon where you can view this post and all the pictures. Also, my question for you today is, what have you finished this week? Do you have anything on your art table or anything else that you'd like to share? You can pop a comment below. I like to read all of them. Love hearing from y'all. And I'm also going to link not only the project page for this, but also the book New Tatting. And I think I have a project page for the other ones. I'll link those as well as soon as that's done. So you can check it out and look at it. All the project pages are on Ravelry. If you haven't been to Ravelry lately, they did a major upgrade in how the website looks. So that's a whole thing. Yeah, and as always, you can find my websites, Aradia's Hand and Danae's Divine, linked below, as well as my active social media on Facebook, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, which is where I like to hang out the most. And because you stayed to the end of the video, you get the announcement of what's going up next. So tomorrow's video is a lunar cast because it's a new moon, which means that is a patron only post. So if you're not a patron, then you need to sign up for the new moon level, which is pretty sure futzing on what level that is. Like, I gave it a weird name. Gosh, it's not the second tier. I think it's the third tier. Anyway, whatever. You can figure it out. It's fine. It's fine. And if for some reason you can't figure it out, put a comment and I'll be able to help you when I can actually look at stuff. But I'm going to be doing that, which means I'm going to talk about the lunar energy, you know, what it means, what's going on. I'm also going to touch a little bit on the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is, I believe actually technically it's on Sunday, because it's at like 2 or something in the morning. And the moon goes new a little bit before that, on the day before. So I'm probably going to do a nod to the solar eclipse on Saturday, just as an acknowledgement. Not that it actually happens then, because I currently don't have special posts for eclipses. We do the new moon, full moon, then the Celtic tree months when they change over, and Sabbats, which are all solar holidays. So there's that. But yeah, so if you're curious to know about the energy of the day, and then as well as the numerological energy of the day, and like what you can get out tomorrow, then make sure that you are at the new moon level so that you can get in on the good stuff. There's a bunch of other stuff. I usually do, the meditative message comes with the new moon. And you also get access to a bunch of stuff that happens below it, which of course is all of these free videos and all of my Patreon only videos that are below that, which would be all of the monthly ones. So both all the other lunar casts, the full moon, the Celtic tree month, the Sabbath casts, as well as being part of my community candle and getting a meditative message, a personal reading every month. So totally worth checking out, I think so. That being said, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing and being part of the community here. And those of you who are over on watching this on Patreon, you're great, you're awesome, and you are making it possible for me to continue doing this and making these offerings. And if you're in YouTube, consider hitting that link at the top of the description and becoming a Patreon supporter. That allows me to keep making videos like this and allows me to be more generous and do more things. And it is also, this is kind of the bastion of a lot of the community work that I do, is through Patreon and the community that I'm building there. So that's it. That's it. My brain's tired. I'm having a hard time. And I'm like yelling at my remote. This thing is like really, it's really fuzzy or futzy. Yeah, fussy. Fussy, yeah. It likes to, I think it wants to be a camera, like it wants to be a camera clicker. It does not want to be a video clicker because it likes to turn the video off, which is super fun. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. So stay tuned for lunar messages, and I hope that you have a wonderful Friday and weekend. Toodles!